Are we back online? Can anybody hear me out there? So give me a thumbs up or a howdy or a what happened as soon as you hear this or see the chat and you're back in. Love to hear from you. I don't know if this is going to work. We're working on it. Hang on. I need my Stream Deck back. I know it's not open anymore. I need it open. What's the problem? Anybody out there? Hello. We might have all just got booted. It's entirely possible. Oh, I see you, Drew. Good to see you, buddy. Chloe. I'm back. Yep, I'm back. I'm just hoping you guys are back. Ay, ay, ay. You guys, seriously. It has been tech gremlins today. Hey, Evan. Hi, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. You like to stream again? Thank you. Even though that last one sucked. Thank you very much. You're so generous. I'm seriously not sure what's going on because I had it figured out. We had some problems this morning, and I tested it all over lunch hour. Went back in, tried the camera and the microphone, the stream, the chat, the whole 9 yards. And I was like, hey, this is working real smooth. Looks good. And yeah, more likes. And then I came back, and as soon as you guys all got on, it just fizzled. So, okay. So you were, Ryan, you were from VG, and you would have been at Fowler. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's where we left off, guys. What elementary did you go to, and what junior high would you have been going to if you didn't go online? Let's have a look. You're gonna see some rules for the chat just coming up here, and you guys are cool. You're good with this, I know. It's not a problem. JJ Nearing, you'd be going to Sister Alphonse. Okay, cool. So yeah, just be cool in the chat. Obviously, respect everyone. Contribute positively. Yeah, no swearing, hate, bullying, nasty stuff like that. Okay. I do have seek and destroy elves. They don't like things like spam, copy and paste, all caps, things like that. So just watch those things, but definitely type into the chat, say hey, ask questions, laugh, make a joke. It's all good. I love hanging out with you guys, and I love reading the chat and interacting. So EMP, you would have gone to Fowler, okay? EFJ, you would have gone to Fowler. VJM, cool. That's great, guys. I do have another question. Have you guys ever met me? Like, have we ever met before? Do you guys remember me from anywhere? It would have been elementary school at some point. Thanks for the emojis. Those are awesome. Yeah, we haven't really met maybe, hey? Okay. You recognize me? I got the beard, but, you know, this has all stayed the same. But other than that, you know, the beard's kind of changed, but everything else. Maybe you don't know. Okay, well, that's all right. I do tend to be more in the junior high and high schools. So guess what? Now that you guys are grade 7, we get to hang out, which is super cool. So it is time. Let's yeah, I think I've seen you too, Ethan. Ecole Notre Dame, yeah. It's time for some birthdays. This is what we do. I like to shout out birthdays every week. And you can always at me at Creedcast on Instagram and tell me your friends' birthdays. Just give me their name and the birthday, and I'll try and shout them out on the stream for that week. Okay, so I try and keep track of these things. But a few guys have birthdays, and I'm just doing January because January we haven't been together yet, and so I got right from January 1st to the present. So who we got? And if I say your birthday, you just yell and cheer. It's working great now. No lagging or freezing. Okay. Thanks, Mrs. B. I think that might be a camera issue. I went to Ugly Cam. I know. No camera is going to make this look better. But I went to the Ugly Cam, and I think it's my webcam. I unplugged it completely, and so we'll see. Hopefully that fixed it. All right, so here we go. Birthdays, guys. Riley, January 1st. Riley? You're New Year's baby. Happy birthday. So, Riley, you get the birthday rap.
It's birthday time. It's such a thrill. Don't be sad you're over the hill.
You're not over the hill.
You've got many more years to come. We love you. You're number one.
You're number one, Riley. I hope you're on the stream, and I hope you heard that. If you are, shout it out on the chat. Riley is a New Year's baby, January 1st. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Rowan, January 7th. Happy birthday. Philomena, January 9th. Happy birthday. Kurt, January 10th. Happy birthday, buddy. And all the way, we jump from January 10th to Samara, January 29th. So a few days yet, next Friday. Samara Charlotte, happy birthday. That's fantastic. Riley, are you here? New Year's baby, Riley. Are you with us? Okay. Let's, it's time for some daily inspiration.
Daily inspiration, inspiration for your everyday.
Isn't that catchy? Daily inspiration, inspiration for your everyday. My daughters put that little jingle together. It's daily inspiration, even though we're only here once a week. This is daily inspiration from an app called Daily Wonder. You guys can get that in your app store. And just like a little quote to start your day off if you like, or just give you some encouragement for the day, a little bit inspiration for the day. And this one's from January 19th. It was kind of the best one of the week, and I thought you guys might like it. It comes from Christopher Robin from the Winnie the Pooh movie. Christopher Robin goes off to school, and his friends like Pooh and Eeyore and Rabbit think he has gone somewhere dangerous, and he left them a note. And he said to them, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Maybe that's a quote that's good for you today. I don't know what you're going through, but maybe you have something that you're facing that's going to be hard, and you're feeling afraid. But I want you to know that you are braver than you think, and you are strong, and we're with you. Okay? You don't have to do this stuff alone. If you ever need some help, please reach out. You can always reach out to me. Of course, you got Mrs. B and your teachers. So please make sure that you're not doing some of that stuff alone. It's way better when we do it together. Isn't that right? So we like to hit some trending Tuesdays, even though it's Thursday today. It's always trending Tuesday. It's like Taco Tuesday. It doesn't matter what day it is. If you're having tacos, it's Taco Tuesday. So this is trending Tuesday. And just hit some of the highlights from the week. Things that were happening online that got a lot of attention. This week has been one of those weeks where there hasn't been anything trending other than U.S. politics. The inauguration of the new president and all of the Hollywood stars who were talking about it and all of that stuff. So everything that was trending this week had to do with politics, which is like, it's kind of not really that interesting or exciting for us Canadians up here. So I found one good one, though. I found one good one over on TikTok. And this is a gal named Emily the Engineer. Emily the Engineer started building stuff when she was 14 years old. And she put together an Iron Man suit out of foam and glue guns. And then when she graduated high school, she went on to become an engineer in university. And she built this 3D printed Iron Man suit, complete with this like LED arc reactor. Check this thing out. She built this from scratch, 3D printed it all, painted it all, did the electronics. She took 3 days to upload this video to TikTok, and she uploaded it. This is the cool part. She uploaded it the day that she went to attend her graduation. at university, and she uploaded it, left for grad. While she was at graduation, it went viral, like literally millions of views within a day, and it took right off. She got up to 55 million views, and she was on Good Morning America, this morning news talk show down in the States. And I checked out her video the other day on TikTok, and it was up to 61.4 million views. You follow her, Sophia. That's awesome. She does make super cool stuff. And to get 61 million views, are you kidding me? Do you think she's going to get some job offers as an engineer out of that? That is so fantastic. So little did you know that Tony Stark has been replaced. Emily, the engineer, is now the new Iron Woman, and she's got the Mark V Iron Woman suit, which I think is just super cool. Very, very good. Yes. You follow her? Okay, cool. That's great. Did anybody see that video show up in their TikTok? Did you guys get it suggested, or did anybody just happen to see it as it went viral? I'm very curious. You might be mad at me for this, but I don't watch any of that. That's okay. I'm not mad. It takes a lot to get me mad. Are you kidding me? You don't watch TikTok? You don't TikTok. Hands up if you do TikTok. Just say yes, I TikTok. Because I am curious. I have a question for you. Iron Man passed away in the last Avengers movie. I know. That's why Emily's taking over, I guess. Yes, you TikTok. Sophie does. Yeah. Chloe does. Ryan. Yep. Yesh does not. Lots of guys do. Okay. Here's my next question. This is a big one. This is a big question. Should I, the Doug, should I be on TikTok? Should I have a TikTok account? What's your opinion? I'm coming to you for life advice. Should I be on TikTok? What do you think? No. Yes? Ooh, that's a couple of big yeses. Sure. Yep. Nah, not sure. Ooh, we got a big yes from Ada. Avram says no, twice. Wow. I'm getting a lot of yeses here, guys. There's no question, Joel says. Just do it. Just do it, he says. Well, guess what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna warn you guys right now. Before we end the stream, I'm gonna give you my TikTok code. Literally between last live stream and this one, I signed up for TikTok. I got it downloaded. I got my account. It's at Creedcast. I'm gonna give you the TikTok code. I'm gonna show it to you on the screen. You can scan it with your phones. You guys will be my first followers. Literally, you guys will be my first TikTok followers. Okay, so before we get out of here, I'm gonna give that code to you guys, and you'll be my TikTok followers. Okay. Before we get there, though, this is one of my favorite features. I love the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and every week he does the hashtags feature, and we're gonna do hashtags today. So every week, Jimmy Fallon has a hashtag, like a topic. He puts it out on Twitter and he says, okay, give me your best stories about this hashtag. And he'll have a topic, right? And then he'll choose 6 or something like that, and they'll read them over on the Tonight Show. And I love it. I watch all of the videos. They're super fun. I thought what I'd do is I'm going to take over one of Jimmy's hashtags, and I'm going to pick my favorites, share them with you guys, and for the last one, I'm going to give you the tweet that I sent out to the Tonight Show as a hashtag. Okay, so here we go. Today's hashtag is hashtag cooking fails. All right, hashtag cooking fail. My sister-in-law, this is from at Bob VR Banak. At Bob VR Banak. My sister-in-law's boyfriend had her over for turkey on Thanksgiving. The only problem was his mom hit the self-clean function instead of bake. Turkey was stuck in a locked oven for hours, and it was inedible afterwards. Black as tar. All they had to eat were the side dishes. Oh, that's bad. I don't know how many times you guys have self-cleaned the oven, but what happens is that oven rockets up to about 850 degrees, and it literally burns off all the gunk in the oven, and it locks the oven door, so you can't get in there once it's started. So they had a turkey in there. That's awful, man. How about this one? This one is from Denapes of Wrath. I accidentally put flour in my homemade hot fudge sauce instead of powdered sugar and stared in horror as the sauce thickened into chocolate Play-Doh. Hashtag cooking fail. Have you guys ever eaten Play-Doh? I have. It's terribly salty, but you can't resist because it's like cookie dough, right? But how about a chocolate Play-Doh? I think you might be onto something there. Maybe that wasn't all that bad. Maybe that wasn't a fail. Maybe that was something brilliant. Somebody talk to Play-Doh. Somebody call Play-Doh. This is from @Nick_CUL. My dad once started making spaghetti before he realized he was out of pasta sauce. He thought he could mix salsa and ketchup as a substitute. Okay, Dad, I've done that. Made the noodles, realized I didn't have any sauce, but sir, I have never mixed Mexico and Italy. That is not the right move. Use those noodles for something else. Bad move, Dad. How about this one? This is from @RealGriffGarmin. One time, my uncle made hamburger helper without any beef. Unc, seriously. That's like making Kraft Dinner without the cheese powder. It's not hamburger helper without the hamburger. What are you doing, man? Read the box. Seriously. All right, last one. This one's mine. Happened, real life. One Saturday night in college, I decided to try my hand at baking pub-style nachos. I checked the tray of nachos after 10 minutes and found that a yellow plastic bowl had been left in the oven and had completely melted over the nachos. It was like somebody poured Cheese Whiz that hardened all over my nachos. Somebody melted a flip-flop on top of my tray of nachos. Seriously awful. I'm telling you right now. All right, are you guys ready with your phone? I'm going to give you guys my TikTok. Here's my TikTok code, okay? If you guys want, go ahead and scan that, and you can become my first followers, all right? And you can always just find me at Creedcast on TikTok, and I'll show you this code again at the end, but I'm excited. I don't know what I'm going to do there. They're not long, right? I tend to talk longer than, a TikTok video, but that's okay. I'll see what happens. You guys will inspire me. When you follow me, I'll follow you back, and I'll see what you guys do. Maybe I'll try some of that stuff. All right. Hey, the last thing of the day is the feature. Chaplain speaking.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chaplain speaking.
This is your chaplain speaking. Oh, hang on here. Let's get rid of that. Oh. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Okay. I see some of you guys maybe posting some links or something like that. You're getting deleted by my my elves. Sorry about that. You'll be out in timeout just for a few minutes. Hey, birthday Riley's here. Riley! How you doing, man? Happy birthday. That's awesome. That's good. Okay, guys. So every week, I'm chaplain for all of our schools. There's 18 of us, 18 schools, plus you guys, which you're like a school on your own, the online learning pathways. And so it's kind of like 19 schools. And I get to be chaplain with you guys. And so basically, I get to meet all of you, and we get to hang out, and I get to share about faith and life, God, and all those things, about our Christian faith. And it's a ton of fun. I love doing it. But you're just as likely to find me, playing basketball with you guys, or getting into the foods lab once you get into high school. I love cooking. Okay. And so I just like mixing up faith and life and making it real. And so today on This Is Your Chaplain Speaking, I thought I would tell a story for you guys today. A little bit different than the other two streams I did. I thought I'd mix it up a little bit. I got a good story to tell you guys. So this is a story of 3 trees. They were planted on a hill. And, you want my username? Creedcast. Okay, Creedcast. See, let's see if I can, hang on, like this. Yeah, you guys got it. Okay, so let me tell you a story, and then we'll get back to TikTok. So this is a story of 3 trees that were planted as little saplings on the top of a hill. And the 3 of them spent every day together, and they talked a lot about what they wanted to be when they grew up. And they were just tiny little seedlings. They got a nice hill, and they grew looking out over the countryside on one side and the city on the other. And they always talked about what they wanted to be when they grew up. And one of the trees said, hey, I want to be a treasure chest. I want to hold gold and jewels and great riches. And that's what I want to be when I grow up. And the second tree said, well, I would like to be a mighty sailing ship, and I'd like to carry kings across the ocean to foreign lands and sail on the ocean. That was what the second tree wanted to be. And the third tree wanted to just stay on top of the hill, grow up tall and strong, and when anybody saw them, they would just think how beautiful that tree was and how strong and how much life that tree had. And so the trees lived their lives out together, and they shared these dreams often. They grew up tall and strong, and one day they heard whistling coming up the hill, and they saw a lumberjack, and he had come to cut some wood. And all the two trees were hoping that this was their big moment, where maybe they would get their dreams to come true. And the first tree saw the lumberjack heading his way, and sure enough, a couple of chops of the lumberjack's axe, and that first tree fell over and was taken down to the wood shop. But that first tree was not turned into a treasure box. That first tree was turned into a feed box for animals, put in the barn and loaded up with hay. And he was just in the barn with stinky animals. And he was really disappointed because that was so far away from what he dreamed of becoming. One day, the second tree heard a lumberjack coming up the hill as well. And the lumberjack came right over to her and said, hey, this one will do. And chopped her down. And she thought, this is my big moment. I'm going to become a mighty sailing ship. And she was dragged down to the wood shop, down to the boatyards, actually. And she really got excited until she was turned into a fishing boat. And she was just a little rowboat with stinky fish and stinky fishermen and set up on the beach. And she was not a mighty sailing ship at all. She thought she had no hope of ever carrying kings across the ocean on mighty adventures. And that third little tree, while he was alone now on top of the hill, he was very happy to just stay there and grow up and be strong. And he had grown very strong, and people loved to come and sit in his shade, and feel safe and see his beauty. And then one day he also heard the lumberjack coming up the hill and was very afraid because he didn't want to leave the hill. He wanted to stay right there. And that lumberjack came and cut him down. And he cut him down kind of angry and said, this one will have to do. And that third tree was taken down to the wood shop, but just thrown in the back with all the other wood and laid in behind the barn. And nothing happened to him. He just laid there for a couple of years. So fast forward a little bit, and that first tree was in a barn, and one cold night, a young couple, a husband and wife, came into the barn, and that wife, she was pregnant, and her baby was coming very, very soon. And the husband took that first tree that was the feed box, the manger, cleared all the old hay out, put in some cloths, some blankets, and sure enough, that young lady, she had a baby boy, and they laid him in that manger. And that first tree realized that while he might not be a treasure box, he was definitely holding one of the greatest treasures that the world had ever seen. A number of years later, that second tree, she was day in and day out, stinky fish and stinky fishermen, as she rowed in and out of the sea, brought in the catch for the fishermen. And one day, the boat was filled with these men, and they had gotten out into the ocean, and a mighty storm came up, and the wind and the waves tossed the boat around. And she was so afraid until one man who had been sleeping in the front of the boat stood up and spoke to the storm and said, "Be still." And the storm calmed, and the skies cleared, and the sun came out. And that second little tree, who had become a stinky fishing boat, realized that she might not be a mighty sailing ship, but she was still carrying the King of Heaven, the Lord Jesus himself, and that she indeed had carried kings on oceans. And finally, we come to the third tree, who had just been tossed behind the woodshed. And that third tree heard a crowd gathering on the streets, and there was yelling and screaming. And a couple of strong Roman soldiers came and roughly pulled her out from behind the woodshed. And she had another tree hammered to her in the shape of a cross, and they were laid on the shoulders of one man who had a crown of thorns, and he was beaten and bloodied, and they forced him to drag this third tree up the street and on top of the hill, where he was nailed to the third tree, and he was crucified and died, and his body was taken down, and that third tree was so embarrassed because all he ever wanted to be was a big and strong, beautiful sign of life on top of a hill, and here he was, just a instrument of death for some man who didn't deserve it. And darkness came over the whole land, and that third tree woke up on that third morning, Easter Sunday, and the sun rose, and the man who had been crucified rose from the dead. And she realized now that anytime anybody looked upon her, even though she had been part of such a horrific death, she was now the sign of eternal life that nothing could overcome. And she actually did stand on top of a hill and give hope to everybody who saw her. It's a great little story, you guys. We all have our dreams. We all have a way that we hope our life will go. You know, we have things that we really hope that we get to do. And the awesome part about it is, in this story, some of those things don't quite come true the way that the trees expected. And that's a little bit how life goes. I didn't ever expect to be doing this with you guys, but it's one of the best things that I've ever gotten to do, is get to know you guys and get to share faith with you guys and have fun together. And it wasn't what I expected, but it's far better than I even imagined it could be. And when we allow God to touch our dreams and to have some say in them, that's exactly what he does, is he makes them even better than we could have even imagined. Amen. So thanks, guys. Let's put up that TikTok code again. Forrest Gump's tree. Let's see what you're saying here. Yep, just the username at Creedcast. Awesome. There you go, guys. Hey, it's that's it. We're done. So I just want to say thanks. Thanks for joining. Thanks for chatting with me today and hanging out. I hope it was a fun break for you guys in the afternoon, and I hope we can do it again. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys face to face one day. Maybe I'll have to jump in on your one of your classes or something like that and just see you guys face to face. That might be fun too, hey? So thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for chatting with me. And we will talk to you guys again in the very near future. And Mrs. B, are you around? If you are, they're wondering if you go back to the meet. I think you guys are done. All right, so we'll get Miss B to chime in and see what she says. But thanks very much for subscribing, and thanks again. Yeah, that would be fun. I would love to come by your class sometime, so we'll talk, and maybe I can jump in. That'd be great. Okay, guys, have a wonderful Thursday, and we will have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys again real soon. All right, peace.